Hello everybody, RV living with the geezer. The journey continues. Spent the night in Colorado City, Texas last night at Motel 6. Turned out pretty good. It was right by the interstate though, and there's a lot of truck traffic all night. So I stuck a piece of toilet paper in my good ear, and my bad ear was up. So yeah, I slept just like a baby. But I mean, my bad ear was up, my good ear was on the pillow, but I had a piece of toilet paper in it. I'm sure all y'all needed to know that. Yeah, I just got off I-20. I'm taking a little detour. The guy that hauled my RV out yesterday, he had to wait an hour, almost an hour and a half in Pecos because a semi-truck flipped over and they had to shut I-20 down. And so there's still something going on right there. As far as Google Maps goes, it says expect delays, and it's just been updated recently. So being familiar with this area, I just said, well, this is the route I used to take when I lived in Alpine, and I'd go to Odessa. You cut off I-20 at Monahans, go south like we're going right now, heading towards Fort Stockton, and you hang a right on a little road. I don't want to pass it up here. 1776, and it cuts all the way through to Alpine. It's 96 miles, and absolutely nothing. Let's see. That's not it yet. Absolutely no gas. You know, I got plenty of gas right now. So yeah, I'll let this go a little bit. It's just all this stuff is Monahans is all built up now, all oil. It's hectic. You know, that's a good word to use for it. It's just hectic. I stopped at a Stripe station to run in there and use the bathroom, and yeah, that station is, every time I've been in there, it's always been like that. Yeah, I used to come this way and go to Odessa quite a bit. I had a good old friend of mine who's passed away now, Jimmy Went in Alpine, and Jimmy, all of a sudden, he lost about 80% of his vision, and I used to haul him up to Odessa to go to the ophthalmologist and eye doctor up there, and the poor guy, they could never restore it. I don't know what was going on with him. Let's see, it's a little ways out here before we hit that turn. I think it's about 6 miles or so. But yeah, and then he started passing out, and I had to haul him up to Odessa for like MRIs and stuff, and they finally, after the longest time, they found out that he had like a big blockage in both of his carotid arteries running up, you know, from through his neck to his brain. And I'm thinking that probably had a big thing to do with the blood supply, you know, getting cut off to his eyes and causing that damage. You know, and that's a simple, I mean, a lot of people have that. They just, and all they do is just like roto-rooter them out, you know, ream them out. And they ream Jimmy's out, and he was fine. He you know, he quit passing out and everything, but his eyes were already too far. They'd been damaged for too long, I guess. That's just my theory on it. I don't know Anyway, this is West Texas, guys. That's a lot of mesquite over there to our right. And yeah, like I say, there is nothing here between here and Alpine for 100 miles. If I'll cross over I-10 down here on the other, it's a ways down there. But, you know, if they put I always said if somebody would be smart enough to put a big old gas station convenience store, because a lot of people use this little shortcut here. And if somebody would put here's the term, if somebody would put a convenience store in there, because I'm sure a lot of people have gotten to that point and not known, you know, to have a full tank of gas, and you're in trouble then. Yeah. Tell you what, if you're driving out here in West Texas, you top your tanks off whenever you can. You never know how far it's going to be, or you never know when you're going to get somewhere where you think you can get gas. With this oil boom going on, they're either out of it, which is strange, having an oil boom. They're either out of it, or a lot of times out here the pumps are down. Coyanosa, 20 miles. That's just a little old spot in the road. They have a huge watermelon, not watermelon, geezer, cantaloupe. The Coyanosa, that's a Mexican family that's gone generations. They raise thousands of acres of, they call them Pecos cantaloupes, and they are the best, sweetest cantaloupes you'll ever find. Yeah, I know Rusty talked one time when he was living out here in West Texas. He actually, this is in one of his older videos, he bought a house in Coyanosa, and he saw a little sign in the store there. They got a little general store there, and he saw a sign, something about a house, like, I don't know. You go back and watch his search Coyanosa on his channel, and he bought the place like really, really cheap, and it needed a roof, and he put a roof on it. And I don't know if he ever lived there or not, but he turned around, somebody offered him, you know, old Rusty's pretty lucky flipping things, and he flipped the house anyway. So yeah, he made a little pocket change on that place in Coyanosa. Yeah, I won't let the video go that long. That's 20 miles from here. I really didn't think I was going to have to come back this way. I wanted to go through Balmaray, and Balmaray's a pretty town, but that's all right. It's only 32 miles from Fort Davis down to Balmaray. I'll run down there sometime and, you know, do 3 or 4 different videos. Yeah, it went good. Everything's gone good. I'm still keeping the Geezer Mobile about 65. I don't want to push it. And yeah, I left Colorado City, and it was 70 degrees at 8:30 this morning, and it's 10:50 right now, and it's 93 degrees and rising. So yeah, I wanted to get this drive out of the way before it gets too hot this afternoon, because they're predicting pretty hot weather again today. There's a heat dome supposedly over us. Yeah. So anyway, Yeah, I saw this morning they had a huge tornado hit Perryton, Texas, which is up in the very top of the panhandle. And I haven't talked to my son yet, but Stephanie has some very good friends that live in that town. And so my prayers are with them. I haven't heard anything. And I just hope they came out of that okay. Yeah, it did a lot of damage there in Perryton. In fact, when Calvin, Stephanie, and the kids went on vacation a couple of years ago, they went up to Colorado, and they spent the first night at that house there. See Alpine? It said Alpine on that sign, 96. 96 and no gas. Yeah, I got plenty to get to Alpine. And then I'll just go on around and head from Alpine to Fort Davis. It's 22 miles. Yeah, I talked to Velma. Velma called me yesterday, and my trailer got there fine. And I don't know if I told you all this on the other video. Velma turned the air on for me and put the slide out, got it all hooked. Well, it's not all hooked up, but yeah. So, thank you, Velma. Yeah, and a shout out, I want to give a shout out real quick to Travis that watches this channel. He's left some comments, and Travis, I think, is pretty familiar with this West Texas area. He must be out here traveling all the time because he was familiar with a little road situations in Odessa, and he told me that they were fine, and I passed right through there, so just fine and dandy. So thank you, Travis. And that deal in Pecos was probably fine too, but I just decided just not to take a chance. It's just as easy to loop around this way, and I know this road is no problems. So, all right, guys, as you can see, we're out in the wide open spaces. Sometimes on a very clear day, you can see the Davis Mountains from right in here, but it's hazy today, so I can't see them yet. So. Yeah, I'll shut this one down, and I'll give you a video this evening from Fort Davis, so stay tuned. I'm looking forward to getting back. I might go to Cueva de Leon tonight. On Friday they have their buffet, and Calvin and the girls love that, so I might just go treat myself this evening. Talk to y'all later. Peace out. Stay positive. Stay blessed. And keep your health. Bye-bye.